your destiny. Flawless victory. Get over! Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Fight! Excellent. Cyrax. Sector. Smoke. Motaro. Jade. Kitana. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Sona. Jax. Marina. Johnny Cage. Raiden. Kung Lao. Reptile. Come on.
Hello and welcome to the 16th, damn it, TH is hard for Germans, edition of the CSO Cup. My name is Tarve, I will be one of your casters today, and with me is the wonderful producer, host, analyst, whatever else you're doing, GX. It is GX Alpha. Observer, of course. Hello, man. How are you doing?
Such amazing titles, thank you.
I mean, it's all true. It's all true. And we will just hopping into the game in just a minute. Once we have it, you will cast Bexan versus Hopped in our first match of the day, which will be looking like a PvT. So I'm pretty hyped for that, not gonna lie.
Yeah, looks like it'll be a master level game.
Yep.
At least Bexan is a master, so I can't find
Hopped
Hopped right now.
Yeah, he's GM. I think
He's GM, alright.
I have an idea what his account is. I'm not quite sure, because there's a 6K Terran account with the clan that Hopped is in. So I'm pretty sure this is him.
Alright.
We'll find it out in just a second. Until then, what is to say?
Yeah, there, as you can see in the bottom right, we have a match arena. And not all codes have been used. So, if you have about 1 minute and go to ! prize pool, you can contribute $1 for free by using the code CSOCU16, since this is the 16th CSO Cup. Yeah, doing so would be greatly appreciated. And I mean, you shouldn't miss anything. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little bit of mishap here.
By the way, is it just me or is the stream incredibly choppy? God, please no.
I have no idea, but please join this.
Oh yeah.
Lobby.
Yeah, if this stays so stoppy, we might have to restart the stream. I don't want to. Perhaps it's just that choppy for me. If it's for you as well, please report in chat. And that would also be appreciated, because I don't want a 10 FPS stream. Or whatever this is. Might also be just 5 FPS or something.
Yeah, and for Firestar in the chat, who's asking who will be cast today, we will starting with Bexan versus Hopped. Will be our first match, and then after that we don't know. We will cast one of the quarterfinals, both semifinals, and the grand final. This will be cast today.
Alright, hopping right in. And hopefully in a smooth way and not in 5 FPS in the bottom left. In the green we have the Terran Hopped, aka Leatherman Run.
Just the account I was suspecting. And in the top right side, it is the Blue Protoss player representing Team Plan? I guess it is Bexan. Bexan. I don't know, man. Like, let's circle around the game, I guess. So we're just normal openers up until this point. Yeah, we had the Rex first from Hopped. And we have Gateway Gas. Probably Nexus before Core. I would be surprised if it's the other way around. But we will find it out in just a second as the scouting probes arrives at Leatherman Run. And as we may know, dear viewers, we have new ladder maps, finally, the first time in a CSO tournament. And sadly, for the first game that we're covering...
Yeah, it's an old map.
Yeah, decided to stick with it. We have no ideas what the vetoes are, so we can't tell you... we can't actually tell you.
Yeah,
what
let's
maps will
let's
be
just
expected,
hope
but
the players have chosen the new maps.
no, yeah. We'll find that out together.
We'll see, we'll see. Probe staying here for now. Or is it hiding there?
I mean, if he if he chooses to build a pilot there, that would be rather interesting.
I mean, looking at the
I don't
volcano.
think so.
Yeah.
What you want to do here actually is you want to just recover the shields of the probe, so you can harass this
Yeah.
SCV, of course, but
Marine comes in.
went for the Marine into reactor expand, which is quite common nowadays, just to deal with exactly this pesky probe. The nice turn plays so much. Oh, I'm completely lying. It was just a Reaper expand into Marine. I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at all these probes pulled off to kill that Reaper.
Baxter didn't want. I mean, a single probe died, which is more than it should happen actually. And with the Adept coming to the other side of the map, we have already a bunker set up. We have a Marine out. 2 more will follow in just a second. Well, the tech choice for Bexan is the Stargate. Could be Oracle first, or it could be Phoenix. Alright. Interestingly. Adept Shade in. Depot closes in time though. Adept Shade gets cancelled as well. So great stuff. And we have a tech lab already built. And a starport finishing up just in a second as the factory lifts off. We will see what this is gonna happen. Maybe we have one of these Raven 211. Oh, hello. This gets interesting. Second barracks right away. And we have indeed a Raven. Alright, alright.
I mean, I would say this build order reminds me of someone who's usually playing in the Challenger. But perhaps a little.
Guess. I mean, a little bit of Cyclones lacking for that, I imagine. But still. Alright, so it's a Raven. And then after it seems to gear up in some kind of 2-1-1 setup, actually. There's no additional barracks. Yeah. So I imagine the Raven will pop and then the barracks will swap over. Oh, there's another barracks. Interesting. So it's just a super fast Raven and a Cyclone. This is an interesting build we're seeing right here. Third barracks now a little bit delayed, but early stim as well.
And these Phoenixes flying right into the Cyclone and the Marines.
Yeah, that's
forced to turn around. Didn't lose anything though.
Yep. And first turret already in production for Baxter. Another for Hopt, of course. Another one. Well, it follows well. Well, we have a 5-minute third base. It's not the quickest one we've ever seen, but it's still rather quick. And now I'm actually interested. We got a single Cyclone and a single tank. And with the stim and +1, I'm pretty sure that we're going to see some kind of 3-1-1 aggression out of the Terran. But apparently... I don't know. I also like just, like, don't committing into, like, a second or even third tank before you push. I think I liked it after you saw Phoenixes, because just these 5 Phoenix, they can just lift the tanks and it takes so much punch out of your push, right?
Yeah, true. And like, as long as you don't have the force to just take down all the Phoenixes before they can lift you.
True. But this Marine count is far off as of now, and as we have the first Colossus in production, and with the Twilight and Forge finishing up, behind all of this we can say pretty certainly that we have a rather standard Colossus Phoenix opening, or Phoenix Colossus, which is one of the safest openings Protoss can do really against Terran. You should be safe against most aggression with this build. Because if we look like the Marauder count is, it is decent because of the fast second racks and not really committed tackler production out of any of the other, out of the factory or the starport. So this is okay, but like this Marine heavy army against Colossi will not have a fun time. Scouting Phoenix gets intercepted, but also sees the army.
Phoenixes will turn around, or at least go about 10 meters back.
Yeah, I mean,
stop their patrol.
Fast enough. I think with this army, I'm not sure if Hub can anything do here. The supply, though, is quite in his favor.
Yeah, like he just has more stuff.
This shade will not continue.
No. Instantly taking out the shield battery.
All right.
Disable on the Colossus.
Yeah,
taking
really
it out
Colossus.
and just walking through. Oh boy.
I gotta say, I completely forgot about the Raven.
Yeah.
So with the Raven, this is quite more on the third base will go down. While the third command center is already finished and flying into the location, so this is already a good position for the Terran, though.
Meanwhile,
yeah, double
small drop
continues to do
depowering the
massive
Stargate.
damage. Yeah, got a couple probes there as well. And gets the Colossus as well. And I think with that, there's like, this shield battery go down in the front, tank sieges up, and this is the GG by Baxter. And who knows that he can't survive this push. And I had my doubts against this. I thought with Phoenix Colossi, you're pretty much safe against these types of attacks, but unfortunately, Baxan wasn't, and Hop takes the first map of the day.
Yeah, well done.
Well done indeed.
And we have a new map coming up
Yeah.
in 2000 atmospheres. And
Whoa.
apparently I didn't get invited to the lobby.
Yeah, I don't know what's. There's a lobby link in the.
Yeah, I can't click it
there
in
we go.
when I'm at a party, apparently. Anyways. Weird stuff in StarCraft.
No. And then we see our players. I apologize to the players that I again had to leave the lobby, so we had our beloved observer in there. And then the player apologized to me that he started the game without waiting. So you see, we're all in great spirits today. Just our way to get a nice little tournament going.
Yeah.
And GX, the players heard your wishes. We will see 2000 atmospheres, and this is in fact a new map. A map that I don't know. Have you played on the new map so far?
I haven't played this season at all.
Nice.
I don't even have a board or something.
I had to. I get to this when we have time to talk about. Let us introduce these
Yeah.
beautiful players first.
Hopping into the game in the bottom left of 2000 atmospheres. You could say the pressure is high. It's opt.
And at the top right, the Blue Protoss player down a map. It is Baxan. I don't know, man. Like I realized that I played my normal games and I didn't play like the last month really. So I lost a couple of MMR a couple of weeks before the new season started, and I started again. And then I realized I was not in Diamond anymore, then in Platinum, because they raised the MMR border.
Oh.
So I had to grind a little bit just to get that shiny border back. And here I am, and I can tell you that I had 2 experiences on these maps, and both were TVZs, unfortunately, as I am Terran player. And one time I got 1 base Roach Island and left the game. And the other time I got also potentially all in, but I just, I don't know, I scouted it, and then I won with, I don't know, I had a crazy BC mech game on this map as well. That's all I can tell you. So nothing really about this matchup. Alright, and this time we actually have the Marine first that I was talking about last game. That actually didn't happen because I not put attention. Oh, and we have a pylon block this time. Rope gets killed early though.
Marine not trying to work on that panel.
Yeah, it seems like Hoptus... He's reading this as a sign of a potential all-in. Or like...
Pressure.
At least further aggression coming through. Yeah, so he's building the CC on the high ground. That pesky thing that only we Terrans can do. And just chills. I mean, he's fine to do that. Like, waiting for the reactor to come up. Not getting a Reapers. I guess fine in this scenario. Well, he didn't SCV scout, I imagine. I did. Alright, so this is interesting.
So
Maybe
many players will
to...
hate this map. I'm sitting here smiling, and you know, I'm waiting for that moment when some unit just pops out on this side.
Yep.
Not for Bekzan though. Not for Bekzan. He's got the rally point.
He may have that happen to him.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, and we will have a Hellion drop, CX. Interesting. Well, Hellion drop is usually the response you do against like the more silly all-ins. Oh, it isn't even a Hellion drop. I think this is a Maru build. He did this against he did this at IEM. Against Showtime I saw it, and against another Protoss I'm pretty sure as well. So basically we will have 2 Hellions that scout around now for proxies, which is like a pylon in the natural can also be a tell for a potential proxy void ray, because you want shield batteries in the natural in that case. So what it is a 4 what these things called again? Widowmine drop, but with additional Hellions to maybe, you know, attack like probes that been slid away, or just, I don't know, get some additional potential distraction happening. Adept finds the Hellions, so it's not a fight.
Well,
so that should
we'll
win
play.
if the Hellions are micro. Right. Alright. But they're alive, they're alive. Now the Widow Mines arrive in the main base. We dropped at the same time. Imagine Stalkers were in position for these, because I don't see a Medivac and I don't see the Widow Mine.
1 mine running away. Running for its life.
What is actual loss? So, a Stalker and 2 probes. I guess, I don't know. It looks like the best out of a worse position. And actually saving 1 mine is pretty close to the best case scenario, while we have Blink on the way. Ooh, and another 5-minute third base. Alright, interesting. And we have just... Alright, this was off 1 gate and a robo, so we will have some 3-gate blink pressure. This will not be all in. I'll see some actual accidental scouts.
Yeah.
We take those, we take those.
Oh, walks the Stalkers across though. Did he see?
Oh,
Oh
maybe
no,
not.
oh no, oh no,
Blink is not
oh
finished.
no!
That is a -1 Stalker.
Yeah.
Alright, this is nice actually. This mine did good.
Yeah.
This is nice. No complaints here. First tank already finished. So this will probably just be a potential defensive blink setup. I mean, with 2 early Stalkers lost, I can agree there. And like, you don't have to play aggressive with these 3-gate blinks. I mean, he already has a third base, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, he has Templars already. So yeah, we'll have Archon so quick. 4 gateways. Hello. Explosion
Hello.
now. We had 50 workers. Interesting. Is this a decoy? Third base, maybe. Knight continues droning.
I mean, he's
I have to say, though, I
interesting.
would be...
I mean, he stopped building any probes.
Yeah.
Right as you said that. So.
But he's taking additional gases, so I was confused if this maybe is just some Muzz gateway style. I don't know, like, just back then I think he has a feeling he's gotten away with a lot of things, so he's just chilling.
Oh
Well,
no.
Hop now. Oh, he's gearing up for the first attack of the game, and actually Storm is not finished. The
One
feedback
Templar
on the Raven
falling.
is big though. The
Yeah.
feedback on the Raven is big though, because charge will be finished when you're on the other side of the map, and the best thing that Terran has to deal with charge shots before you have ghosts are of course mines, but the anti-armor missile of the Raven is quite good
Yeah, and I mean,
against chargeless.
potentially Storm is gonna be finished as well. Not sure if he has Templars to actually storm.
Yeah, Hellions.
These two Hellions
moved there
just-
in the third base. Gotten 2 probes, is as much damage as they could do, I guess. Alright, but Storm is finished, and same problem we had before. This is a really marine-heavy army still. And Marines are not that good against Proto splash damage. Gotta say that, but this gateway units aren't that good against Bio with an upgrade advantage. None of the players chooses to commit as of
Yeah.
yet. Now tries to chase down this part of the army with storms and chargelets. There was another.
Oh
my God, this little one's
no!
so- Whew. I mean, this mine still could have been worse.
Yeah, it did
There's a double drop in the third
much
base as
less
well,
damage
and
than could have.
in the main base. Oh, yay!
Yikes!
Hop really
These troops
turning the
just-
tempo up to 100 here, fighting in the choke point as well. These zealots, this is not a good trade, I can tell you that much.
Oh no!
Storms will arrive now in the form of the
Third base was
Tempest
cleaned
and the
up,
Prism.
/ pushed
Yes.
away.
I mean,
Some of the
Storm and
units actually
feedback on-
survived, but
Yeah. A couple units survive, which is nice. Best case scenario for the Terran would of course be to save all the units, but man, Baxan took a beating.
yeah, that
Yes.
was quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Now this Prism might get caught. Not Prism.
Medivac doesn't look
Medivac,
like it.
no, didn't see it.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, actually did.
She did alright, interesting.
Yeah.
The thing is, he has loaded
Or did
in,
he?
He has loaded in 3 Templars to hunt us down, and I know
Yeah.
the Stalkers in the main. It's alright. I also like the decision by Hop just to stay at home, because Double Forge has kicked in and the Protoss is at an upgrade lead now. Equal upgrades, but he is.
Ouch.
Oh, 1 more left. Just a single probe. Alright, Armory is finished as we can see. No detection in close proximity of this Widow Mine drop, so will not be revealed at this point. 4th base started already for Hopt. Okay. 2-2 now on the way, plus 2 ship weapons, plus 1 ship weapons as well, which hints to a Liberator transition in the future. Oh, there's a single Viking being built. It's interesting. Didn't see any Colossus, and so didn't backsend, man. But what I wanted to say now, if we look at now, the worker supply is fairly even, and we have this 4th base finishing up. But we had with this strong push by Hopt. Ooh, that picked up a lot of men, and he managed to get all 4 mines out. None of them managed to shoot though.
And now the Medivac
Yes.
lonely flying into the main.
Yeah.
Or rather into the dead airspace behind that main.
But I gotta say, just like scouting this 4th base, I think is worth it. Like taxing APM a little bit out of your opponent. What I wanted to say,
true.
that a lot of probes went down in this attack by Hopt earlier, and now we see really what this means. Like, we have an army advantage. We have an upgrade advantage at the moment, though. And Top
Oh.
can't notice at this point. Now he can notice. And he knows he doesn't want... Oh, catching these stalkers is really, really good, though. Should borrow the mines to make it even harder to engage into that. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to see.
And now gets
Vikings with here.
chased
Oh,
by
disable
the
on the
Protoss.
War Prison is such a smart move as well. Catches
Yeah.
the part of the army here. Now
Big
mass storms, though.
storms.
Ay, ay, ay. And these storms hitting hard. Most of this bio is nearly dead.
Yikes. That is one back and forth of a game.
Oh, yeah. So Baxton holds on, which is nice. We are an equal worker supply, though. We are an equal upgrades now. A bit of an anti-timing there, of course, for Hop to fourth before equal upgrades. Oh, I smell
Oh,
another
he
big widow mine.
saw
Oh,
it.
he
He
sees it.
saw it.
He sees it. Alright, all good, all good, all good. But now...
Is it
don't
worth
know,
it to
man.
storm a mine?
Yeah. A couple of
Anyways, he's gonna push into the fourth base now. A lot of mules to be potentially
big
killed.
Oh, big flank though! With the ghost on the top
Oh.
side gets a huge EMP. Couple of storms left there, one or two I think. Oh, second
Oh
EMP
my
though.
god.
Gets all the ghosts, gets all the Eye Templar, and even with even upgrades, bio armies are really strong in direct fights. And now there's just a couple of Archons are left over. Hop takes this series 2-0.
Man, those EMPs. Huge. Yeah. And I mean, in the meantime, we can take a look at the bracket. And it looks like all round of 1 games have finished. Round of 1. Round 1/round of 16 games have finished with Christiana beating Firestars 2-0. Nicorrect beating Debuff. Ruichi also a 2-0 against YF. Kaz a 2-0. God, only 2-0s today. Against Itarossa and Jiro versus Sins. And we also had Ashbringer beating Everquan. And Kiras beating Universe.
Yeah. And
Only 2-0 decisions. Also, it looks like if you were on the upper half, or on the upper part of the match, you were definitely having an advantage. But
Yep.
now we're coming into the quarterfinals, and it looks
just-
like
it looks like most of the quarterfinals actually have been started already. So
which is unfortunate.
yeah, we probably will just stick to this game. Like stick to Hopped against Christiana, because this is the game we can guaranteed get.
Yeah, I think before that we'll hop into a short break though.
That
And
makes
when we
perfect
return,
sense to me.
we'll have that series. Make sure to stick around and see ya.
swarm. Armies will be shattered. Worlds will burn. Now at last, on this world, vengeance shall be mine. For I am the Queen of Blades.
When you're away from home, unreliable internet can be a real pain. Sometimes you just want to relax without all the hassle. You want things to work the way they're supposed to. And depending on where you are, that's not always the case. ExpressVPN is the trusted premium VPN service you're looking for. A single click connects you to your choice of more than 100 ExpressVPN server locations around the world, from any of your devices. ExpressVPN is built for fast connections, and once you're connected, you can access all your favorite sites without losing speed or sacrificing quality. And your private data can't be viewed by anyone, including ExpressVPN. Now you can quit worrying about being hacked or spied on, and you'll never be restricted from the content you want most. So connect to those Wi-Fi hotspots. Watch those videos. Call your family. ExpressVPN, the world's fastest VPN.
Alright. Welcome back to the Waiting for Christiana Cup 16.
Yeah, and we waited for Christiana to open a lobby, and now we're in a lobby, and now we're waiting for Christiana to start. So
Oh.
it's just the usual things.
But hey, at least we've now got a lobby.
Yeah, that's a start for sure.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Romanticide, one of the old maps again. But by the way, we should maybe mention that we are indeed in Christiana versus Hopt.
Hell yeah. So let me just check the challenge if any of the other matches have already concluded. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so we're perfectly on time, perfectly on track. And we just one single loading screen away
Yeah.
from more StarCraft action.
Yeah, again, sorry for the long pause.
It happens. We have nothing to blame. No one, I mean.
Well, we're in game now. And we'll introduce the players right as we're hopping into the game. In the bottom right. In the pink, the Protoss player is Blazers Christiana.
And at the top left, the green Terran player we just observed, it is a Hopt. Alright. Alright. Rex first, Gateway Scout. Just the usual stuff from both these guys. Man, I don't know. Is your in-game music as epic as well as mine is?
I have
Calm down
deactivated
now, but like, oh, okay.
the in-game music
Let me do this.
in favor of my own, which actually stays when I transition scenes,
That makes a lot of
which
sense.
is a very nice thing to have.
Makes a lot of
because
sense. So I'm turning mine off as well, so I can hear the oversized fans on light shade again, because that's my
Oh,
favorite thing
yeah.
apparently. Yeah, these don't make sense.
These
Sadly,
unfortunate.
that's really unfortunate. All right, Marine first again, and now we see exactly why people playing Marine first. Because this probe, I mean, Christiana even doesn't bother doing it.
Yeah.
You can just A-click your probe on that SCV and significantly annoy the Terran. Alright.
You know, I as a Zerg player always get a heart attack when Terrence then plays their CC like 1 or 2 squares off until I realize.
It's not a fair. We can just lift it.
Yeah.
And land it. So it's... Unless Hop doesn't want to build a planetary fortress there, which I honestly don't believe. We should all be good.
Wouldn't make too much sense.
Nah, would not. By the way, like, maybe Terran players who are seeing this noting that the gas is quite delayed in comparison to the other matchups where you want to take it right after the factory. That is because you want to build a bunker before this gas. Just to be sure against a chrono boosted adapter or chrono boosted stalker on your side on the map. And we will actually see the same build that Hop played last game against Bexan. We will have double Hellion production to start into double mine production. So interestingly, I think this is what these Hellions are great for as well. They're great for fending off the initial adept as well, as potentially finding some opportunity to do damage later on. repairs that up. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. And Cristiano shows us what I told the first game, that there is a lot earlier bases in PvT you can take than 5 minutes. We'll have a 4-minute third base.
Yeah,
There's
350 indeed.
Hell yeah. There's some proper Zest gaming right over here. As he's the one who, I think, not necessarily invented this, but popularized these really, really early third bases.
Yeah, Hellions will now poke. Nope.
I mean, just chill.
Yeah.
Just chill a bit. But he sees the Stalkers in the front. So he knows he can get these mines in. Alright, 2 mines in it. The first one gets taken out by the Stalkers. But 2 more mines are hitting the main base right at the second. This one borrows right there. Tries to borrow the second one into the...
Won't work though.
Anti-probes wouldn't work. Hellions now moving in. Try to get some additional damage out of here. Will not get too many probes. And I have to say, with this opening only getting 4 probes, this is not the damage you were looking for. And of course, I know the worker count looks fairly even right now, and of course there's mules. But there's also Chrono Boost on the third base already finished for the Protoss, so he can probe up like crazy right now.
Oh
and in
yeah.
just a couple seconds.
Terran third base.
Advantage.
Not even started.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really...
Yeah.
There's like not that many 3cc builds to counter this, and they're quite volatile against... let's say the blink or charge attacks that Protoss like Christiana oftentimes use. So this tank positioning... makes me think... Oh, I like the hunting down of the... Oh no!
What?
The misclick! Oh, it's so unfortunate. Please, no, please. Please.
Oh, okay.
No, the beeper's burning already. Oh my god.
Will he save it? Yeah.
It looks,
no?
yeah, but like...
Yeah, okay.
Oh, finally, Jesus Christ. But he doesn't... Like,
What he doesn't
don't
realize, yeah, the observer is still
Man.
there.
That's when you play with 300 APM. That wouldn't happen to me. I would have known that this observer isn't dead. Not that easy for a man. Hop 2 is of course good at this game and doesn't expect these kinds of mistakes to happen. Third base finished now. A lot of Blink Stalkers here already. Or not Blink, I guess. They don't have Blink, right? Oh,
They do, they do,
Of
they do.
course they have Blink. Of course they have Blink. Oh, Raven gets dangerously close.
It will stay out.
Yeah, the thing is, the
For
observer
now.
is so far back. Oh, when Blink is finished in a second, this could be a sick bait.
What?
Blink is finished in a second, and with Blink, these Stalkers, if these Stalkers have Blunk after these Bayer units, they would just die with one single stim.
Yeah.
But Christiana didn't get baited. And so Hub just stims half of his army. Tries to chase these Stalkers away. And I imagine would gear up for some sort of attack right now. Because this was 3-1-1. You have to do something, and then we take a little look-sees at the work account. We also
Yeah,
know
Christiana.
why.
30.
Yeah,
No. Wait. Math. 14 workers ahead.
yep.
It was 13 when I looked at it. I wasn't
Kind of.
too sure anymore. Fourth base.
Fourth place already finished. Army supply fairly equal this way on a lot of charge lots, so I have to say I don't see any really potential for this push by Hop, but I said it before and he proved me wrong. Oh, huge anti-armor missile on the whole of the army.
And he will
Nice Stalker movement.
try to siege up there, losing both tanks
Yeah.
pretty much
Nice
immediately.
Nice Stalker blink there as well as to pull the tank shots away from the main army and especially of the vulnerable units like High Templars or the Sentry. Or like even the Zealots under anti-armor missile. Alright, so we have +1 for both players, +2 is on the way for both. We have Storm and EMP the EMP radius of the sun upgrade for the ghosts as well on the way. But Hopt wasn't able to take this base down. Look, this is dangerously low, but it has not fallen. And let's see if the second phase of aggression with the multi-prong can do anything for Hopt. Oh, goes
Taking
right away
out
for
the
Robo.
Robo.
No chance he gets this. Nice, clean pickup as well. Pushes in on the other side now, and as low as this Nexus is, he might as well get it. Hugely played by Hopt. Oh, tries to get a cheeky Mind Burrow there under the Templars in the War Prism.
Won't get it in the end.
Yeah, the actual Mind Connection's a little bit lackluster. Storm is now finished. A lot of Blink Stalkers being warped in, actually. Alright. And this base, as the Robo, will be reconstructed, and Christiana actually going up to double Robo. So this will probably be for later Disruptor or Colossi production. Probably both. You really want all of the splash damage tools you have against Terran. But Christiana just decides to be active with his units. Big Stalker.
Yeah.
Four High Templars in this prison. And I don't see any ghosts out yet, so this can be really pesky. Oh, a lot of mines getting caught actually before they connect with anything. Big storms!
Oh my!
Another big storm on the bio, the back as well. But a lot of Marauders actually surviving, and this Stalker heavy army can't really fight this. These Immortals
Disable on the prism even.
But the excellent splitting of Hopt also had the effect that he was able to surround his opponents. I really like this from Christiana. Like, just threatening with the War Prism.
Yeah,
Also
forces 2 mines to stay back.
He has to respect this. Oh, and we have the usual thing when Protosses seem a little bit in trouble and have a lot of gas to spend. We see the 8 High Templar warp in instantly, 2 into Archons and 2 more into just to bank up storms, I imagine.
Yeah,
No
and
shield
also
battery on this base though. And this Terran army is not to be taken lightly.
yeah, we
2
see the
ghosts in
usual
mix as
Terran
well.
thing. You take your entire army and you walk across the map.
Yep.
Which, I mean, it's the right call. Probably.
I mean, it's probably. Yeah, I like this. Just
Taking
safely getting
out,
this
yeah.
base. Every second he waits, though, is another second these High Templars can build up energy, and this can prove potentially fatal. But Cristiano now finally starts disruptor production. And where's his army? He went quite a little back. Get out of position. And I
it's
think
not-
this
not
Nexus
that
will
big.
fall. Yeah, true.
He doesn't really have anything to contest this. Oh, he has.
I think he's waiting for
has to just-
disruptors. Like, he just tries to
Yeah.
land like excellent storms and disruptor shots. But we will see. He will keep in mind he will +1 in a second as well. Oh, nice catch there on Hopt on the single
Yeah.
template. Kashana tried to get a cheeky storm off. Didn't manage to do it. Okay, single probe. Nice.
Gets
to this.
taken out by the mine. And
Man,
Hopt will
Cristiano,
just...
he just takes bases. Like,
Yeah.
I really like this approach. This is, I can speak of my own experience. That this is the most annoying thing. Like, you kill a base, Protoss just takes 2 more on the other side of the map. You're like, alright, okay. Like, I didn't achieve much here.
Also,
while-
someone has taken out these minerals. Which...
Yeah, that was-
probably Christiana.
That was Cristiano. I think that's why he had his
Uh,
army back here, because this was open after Hopt attacked
Oh,
his
yeah.
base. Nice EMPs on this whole army. Shield battery overcharge will
Heal everything
mean-
back up though.
kinda negate this, actually.
Yeah. I mean, now
Just
the
cool.
overcharge is used though. So that might open
Yeah.
a small window
I mean,
for-
yeah, the cooldown is like it's not really short, but it's so short that next time they
Yeah,
fight
okay,
at this
true.
base, they will be active again. And the thing is, what I don't really like now, I feel like Hopt missed a little bit of a timing now, because now there's a couple
Yeah,
High Templars with
Christiana.
Storm. We have 3 Colossus with a 4th joining in just a second. And why Cristiano doesn't have the best mining in the world?
Nice snipe on one of the Templars. the full energy one.
Nice.
It was very, very cute.
Yeah, Hopped is on 67 SCVs as well, which isn't that much.
Zealot run by, getting spotted by the Liberators. The question is, did he spot it? I don't think so.
Oh, that's the bullets. Oh, splits one up as well. Moves in with the main army on the same time. This bunker goes instantly down, and most of these zealots are still alive.
Yeah, now the main army still looking to poke in through this
But I think
choke.
if
Nice storm.
If Hop can break this, it's
Meanwhile,
really huge, but yeah, these zealots.
but
Yeah, but a lot
also
of
the Liberators did kill like quite a few probes somewhere.
Yeah, no
There it
SCVs
is.
died actually. At home. As of yet, of course, the storm could change the storm.
Oh!
10 SCVs down in an instant, but Christiana can't really fight in the planetary with this
And
army.
has to
Hop.
recall.
Oh, gets 2 Colossus for this Hop, and now it is go time. Now he has to go. He knows he has that advantage now. He has massive army supply lead. 3-3 on the way as well.
Yeah, like that army is so huge in comparison to what Christiana has. And there's
if
nothing
Christiana
really...
gets... Like, if Christiana survives this, I really like his position, because then his upgrades are good, he has all the splash damage he wants, and he has the 5th base already established. But I'm not so sure if he can survive this, actually.
Yeah, I mean, even
Although
through...
because of the
Oh
massive- Oh! Snipes the Disruptor just in time, the second one down, though. And this is exactly the army supply advantage that...
no! EMP. Nice
it's
EMP
all of
doing...
the army shield battery finishes up, though.
I mean, it's quickly drained.
Yeah, and Hop doesn't know about the 5th base. And this is not as good. Like, if this is... I would wholeheartedly agree with him that you don't have to commit there if your opponent's on 4 bases, but this is
I
not
mean,
the
he's
case.
waiting for us 3-3, which is finishing up in 5
Oh,
seconds.
true.
So... I might give him an edge in the fight again. Now, where is he going? Hopefully not trying to scout this base. Okay, he's sending out scouting crews. Now he knows about the base. Does he know
Yep.
about the 6th though? Which, I mean, he could
I don't
easily
think
take
so.
down.
I
Doesn't
mean,
look
again,
like it. I mean, for now it doesn't really matter.
Man, that Disruptor did really more than it should.
Yeah.
Barely touched most of these Disruptors, but Disruption Novas are one hell of a thing. There's the second one.
Nice splits from Hop though. Battery overcharge will not be able to save that Colossus. The Zealots though are able to push back the ground force of Hop, whose Vikings
Fix.
killed all the Colossus. Question is, how much does that matter? Another Colossus Disruptor killing a landed Viking, which is an interesting
Yeah,
thing
and this is the
to
first
say.
Disruptor shot who didn't get a whole chunk of bio army, but man, these fights were really decisive for Hopt. And if we take a look at the army supplies now,
Yeah, I mean he's constantly
this is
producing behind this, rebuilding everything he can.
Christiana's putting up a valiant effort here to fight, but
The reinforcements are just walking across the map in a green line.
yeah, I don't think there's any potential, to be honest, to really hold on here.
Yeah, I mean he's transferred all his probes to this 6th base, which now is his 5th, since the 4th failed. God, this is getting complicated. Disruptor looking to find a nice Nova, gets killed instead. And I think this is the last bit of Christiana's army. Battery overcharge, not able to out heal the DPS, and there we go with the G.
It's G from Christiana. And that brings Hop up 1-0 in the series. Very well played. By our, I believe, Slovakian Terran? I want to double check this, man. I don't want to... I don't want to do anyone injustice. Yeah, he's Slovakian. Slovak. Apparently is the English. Slovak. Slovak, I guess.
So Slovakian.
Oh. Nope.
That's probably... Anyways, one of these. As we're waiting for our second map. To get posted as a lobby link. Meanwhile, there were a few match rate or contributions which I can see and very appreciate. However, there still are some codes left. So while we're waiting in the loading screen, you can go to ! prize pool and contribute.
Yeah, conjure money out of thin air, basically.
Yeah.
And it all, this is the best part, it all goes to these beautiful players who are playing, fighting each other, facing off for your own entertainment. So don't forget to do that. And some housekeeping in the background. We decided to not show the second semifinal, which will be cast before against Ashbringer, because these guys are already done and waiting. Done with their quarterfinal matches and waiting, and so we.
God, they are fast.
They are fast.
And the
these
semifinals
games
of
take
the
long.
1 hour.
Yeah. So we will cover this match finally, and then we will cover the upper semifinal, which is the winner of this against Nicorrect, who's also already waiting, and then we will cast the final after that. So just so you know, a little bit of a shorter program today, but the game's been good, and that's all we're waiting for. While we were looking on the main base at the pink Protoss player on the left side of this team, Blazes Christiana.
And his opponent in the bottom right. He is hopped.
Alright, let's see what builds these guys going for. We have the same opener as in the last game, but it should surprise nobody. There's only so much you can do in the first minute of a StarCraft game.
Yeah, I mean you can send 3 SCVs across the map.
True.
And go for that proxy Rex. But
you can play guest first as well to go for one of these, or like 16, 17 guest, I guess. Or go for these factory expand kind of builds that were quite in fashion for last year, I have to say. They kind of died out a little bit as Protoss learned how to deal with them. And it's actually quite a big investment.
yeah. Now we do have the Reaper. And the Protoss again annoying the hell out of.
Yeah.
Up to like by a few seconds had to delay his CC. Not too big.
Yeah, exactly. And this is like exactly the amount you have to count with anyway, right? As a Terran player, because that's just what happens against good Protoss. They will deny that CC for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we see the Reaper, so this is like basically the only really thing that happens if you play Reaper expand or Marine expand. You also can go into a Reactor expand if you really wanna go high on the Marine count early on. It's not that common though.
Yeah. We also have this probe north. Oh!
The Reaper! Man, the Reaper! Damn. I'm in love with this Reaper movement.
Yeah.
It's getting there. The
probe.
problem is the Reaper and the Marine are not enough to fight an Adept, especially not with that probe. Gets the probe though. Bunker's not yet finished, and this can be a huge problem if Christiana can deny this CC any further.
Oh, that is
Will
like...
Adept die? Adept
it
dies for
died.
it. So at least is a little bit going for it, but
It's Sister Adept coming in.
Adept already,
Will
yeah,
look
there's-
to...
Oh, yeah.
Instantly loading up the SCV. It'll die anyways.
No bunker finish. And finally there are enough unit out to deal with this adept, so this adept will die as well. Okay, okay. So Christiana going with this style that Trap really popularized, going for like 3 adepts and being as annoying as possible with those. Which quite worked. I am pretty sure that Hopt is quite annoyed right now.
Yeah. That did
Hopt, by
more
the way.
damage than it should have.
Hopt, by the way, going for the single Hellion before building anything else out of his factory, which is the most or the safest scouting tool that Terran has, because with a Reaper and an Hellion you can be pretty sure that you will get a full scout of the Protoss base. And oh man, Hopt, knowing that last time we had a 4-minute base, or even earlier, 3rd base that is. Didn't see it now, sees 2 Stalkers in the wall, which in and of itself can be a tell. That what we, as with a full vision of course, know that we have Blink. Quite a lot of gateways. 4, indeed. So this will be at least some sort of Blink pressure. Maybe even all in, but are you all in if you have more workers than your opponents?
Probably not.
Probably not, but this is
I mean,
just
he
the
might
state of
just
the
cut
game.
all the workers. Go for 6 additional gateways.
Do we have a tank
But-
out? This is really important. No, we have no tank and we are still
Oh.
in single barracks production.
Yeah, that tank.
We have though. I like this. I like the mine in the back. Stalkers in the front though, instantly sniping off this bunker. Oh man, and this is a situation that doesn't look too good as of yet.
Tank
Holds the workers, I like
shoots
this.
1 or 2 valleys. Gets blinked on. I'm not sure for how long this wall is gonna be able to keep the
Blanco.
walk.
Yeah, the thing is, with
Yeah.
the worker pull, Hopt should be able to reasonably deal with this. Like
What have you
only
lost though?
6 workers down? That's not too bad.
Yeah, true. I mean, assuming he
All-
can survive, because
Assuming he
Christiana
can
isn't
survive.
finished.
No, I'm pretty sure. Fighting with just the SCVs without the Marines is not what you want to do, actually.
Yeah. And so many
defensive-
more SCVs are dying. Meanwhile, more Stalker Warblins behind that, and like the Stalker count is growing, not falling.
Yeah.
He might just. Alright.
Yes, the GG.
Christiana evening it out. And getting us into a 3rd map. To decide who of these people is gonna face Nicorrect in the semifinals. Yeah, that was a quick match number 2.
It indeed was.
And again, 2000 atmospheres. Players seem to like that map.
Oh! We have a lobby bug.
Oh,
Are you in the lobby?
I'm in the lobby.
I'm not.
According to my thing, you are.
That's weird, because I'm not.
Okay, now you
Yeah.
elected not to join the lobby.
Can you invite me?
1 second.
It should work. I left the party.
Yeah. Here we go.
Alright. Perfect.
Game
last
immediately
second before
starting.
they started the game.
I mean, I would have quit. But it's better this way.
Man, the players sure can agree on 2000 atmospheres, because I saw this was played in Cass vs Ashbringer as well. So as far
Oh.
as new maps go, this might be the one we we've seen quite early, probably
Yeah.
quite early of this map.
And we've already loaded in. If you give me just 1 second. We can start to introduce these players. In the bottom, top, right. The pink Protoss is Blazers Christiana.
And in the top bottom left, it is our green Terran player, Hobbed. I'm sorry.
Well done.
Hey, we have to be coherent in our broadcast, right?
Yeah.
That was most important. All right.
Well done.
Rex
well
first again. Gateway Scout from Christiana. Oh, I don't know. May choose to all in again. Oh, we will. No, that's just a far fetch from me, really.
I mean, also looking at past tournaments, he really... I think he favors the shorter games.
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, probably he can tweet again that he beat several without Void Rays or whatever. Like, it's just Christiana things.
Yeah.
He's a special human being. We have to say that. But we can't miss him. He, of course, is the record champion of the I love this depot fuckery. All of that.
I mean, it delayed the probe by approximately 2 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe that's worth it. I don't know. Maybe it's just to fuck with your opponent. I have no idea. Maybe it's just to flex your gamer muscles and show off your
Yeah.
game. No idea, my man. As I was about to say, Cristiano is of course the record champion of the CSO Cup, so we're always glad to have him here.
Yeah, like, looking at the Liquipedia, it's like, it's just insane. Let me have a look.
Oh, it's only 5. I thought it was way
Yeah.
more.
But like, he has like also so many second and third places.
True. Oh well. Whatever, we both getting carried away looking at Wikipedia. Not
Yeah.
the match, I just realized. Apologies to that for the viewers. So
Christiana's natural
yeah,
finishing up.
yeah, and the Twilight Council is the tech choice, so there's potential for another little bit of Blink Stalker aggression here. And top just going for the... Yeah, this is the... Yeah, this... Man, this is the stuff Terran nightmares are made of.
Yeah.
Exactly these... Two
Getting them
adepts just being
your-
annoying as hell. Your early units can't really deal with them. You need a bunker. You need this. You don't have to do all the stuff on time. Man. But... For the cost of only 1 Marine... Oh, this is not a wall. This will be funny eventually. For the cost of only 1 Marine to get 2 Adepts is also really fine. And we have the Turbo Scout set up. From Hopt as well. Because he's the Twilight researching.
Even gets like three probes.
Yeah, this is nice. So nice. This is really good. Gets a full Scout. Sees everything. Really nice. Really nice. So it's just a 2-gate blink this time, if I'm not mistaken. So this will be defensive quite sure. And as we see on the 3rd-minute base, 4-minute base, 4-minute third base. Jesus Christ, this is difficult to speak sometimes. We see that Christiana is opting for a macro game, or a later all-in. We can't be quite sure. Can you riddle me? I have a little riddle for you. Can you tell me
Alright.
why Terran players are glad when they see a Twilight Council update upgrading something?
I gotta be honest, I don't know.
Because if you don't see a Twilight Council upgrading, if it's their first tech choice as a Terran, you can be pretty sure that it will be DT drop or some DT build of some kind. So, seeing the Blink upgrading and only 2 gates, you gotta be quite happy. Yes.
Alright.
Because you know, alright, I have peace for a couple minutes. But Christiana, there's a lot of stalkers on the way, other side of the map. This time though, there's additional to this bunker in the front. Oh, nice observer positioning, nice catch by Christiana.
Yeah. Not letting his
Yes.
stalkers walk into the mine. Like what happened to, I forgot the names, I'm terribly sorry. To the Protoss of our first series.
Backsun, it was.
Yeah, okay.
So Christiana just scouts around with the observer to... Oh, eventually gets catched by the Raven. That's good catch. Autoturret should be able to clear this, and man, Haupt really hates his own, his own buildings. Even if it's just the Autoturret. But Christiana, as we see, just 2 gates, didn't commit to any blink aggression right here. Postured up to make Hop believe that he was, for certain. But then he took a quick look-see around with the observer in its opponent base, and he saw 2 tanks already sieged up, a little bit of bio there, and only a madman would blink into that with 5 stalkers. This is not what you want.
I mean, sometimes Christiana plays a little like a madman.
True.
Not today though.
Raven for the harassment going out, while Christiana catches this move out with the stalkers, and that's exactly what you should do with blink stalkers, just chipping off single marines. Turret now, probes getting pulled away, only 2 drones falling, probes falling. This is fine. Another auto turret now in the natural, maybe some more potential.
Nah,
Propel was
not
a
so
little
far.
bit slower.
but he's putting the probes back immediately, so 2 more. 2 more probes are falling. Also, 2 stalkers fell, trying to chip away at the army. With the third
well,
one
we have a
badly
lot of-
bruised.
Yeah, but we have an Archon at home. We have Steading D in the natural. We have 3 Immortals already, and we have... Jesus Christ, this is a lot of charge shots. So I don't think... to be honest, I just don't think Hop can do anything here. And I think what he decides to do is the best thing as well. Just
Yeah, all
Let's
these
try and-
medevacs getting caught by...
trying to get a drop in.
By
And
Blink.
Oh, this is so unlucky.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I played on this map at least 2 times and I didn't notice the Xel'Naga watchtowers. Just... what is wrong with me? Jesus. No wonder.
Oh.
No wonder I'm terrible at this game. Alright, and Hop takes revenge on that 1 stalker there.
Yeah. I mean, he even sieged up both tanks to get it.
Yeah. But now both players around the same work count and same base count even. It generally benefits the Terran. Is now posturing up to seek an offensive position here as well. And Christiana really nice with these charge shots, always taking the Xel'Naga watchtowers. Get good vision on the army. And Hop now
Yeah.
trying to win space with his army while his splash damage coming through, but Christiana just decides to commit on this. But
Oh, those
this amounts
mines.
of mines and tanks you don't really want to engage.
I mean, Christiana does.
Yeah, and he does
And I
so
mean-
successfully. Apparently, logic doesn't matter. Whatever. I don't want to say anything here. Nice harassment here with a drop and a Raven, which will now go down though, and the Zealots are already in the 3rd base of Hop now. Ooh, well, he scrambles to take out a good fight here, which will not be this easy. Keep in mind, Christiana has no splash damage with this.
Yeah,
The
and now
base will
the
survive. Hop gets with the drop that he brought back, a nice.
round, all the immortals might get the last immortal as well. Gets it. Nothing gets recalled. That's a nice
this-
cleanup.
Yeah, this again was like a move out and an attack by Christiana, just on Romanticide that I honestly say I don't really saw the purpose in, because I didn't... Like, maybe he identified some sort of timing that he had, like I couldn't really see it. And what really did end up happening is that his units got caught, he got surrounded, and he lost a majority of his units. Nice EMPs here on this Arcus, man!
Oh
Man,
my.
Hop
He
is
lets
on
the base
point today.
alive.
Yeah,
Decided to
Christiana
just push in.
Like, I like this move from Christiana, trying to bait away the army, but he knows that he can't do anything, and... Man, Christiana, record champion of the CSO Cup, will drop out.
In the round of 8.
In the round of 8, indeed.
Well, Hopt will make it into the semifinals and play Nicorrect. GG's. And I think we're gonna go into a short break. And when we return, we'll have that semi-final. Also, there are still 1 or 2 Matcherino codes left. So, we're giving you approximately 2 minutes. That's more than enough time to go to !P or prize pool and enter the code if you haven't already. Yeah, see you in 2 minutes. Alright. Just a quick update. We're waiting for one of the players. He possibly hopped into a later game or something. After quite some time waiting. So yeah, we don't know when we'll be back. We'll keep you updated.
See ya.
I am the swarm. Armies will be shattered. Worlds will burn. Now at last, on this world, vengeance shall be mine. For I am the queen of the blade.
Yep.
Alright. We're not in a game yet, but both players are in the chat. So it can't take that long. We hope.
Yeah, I'm optimistic as well.
Yeah.
I think we get this underway in just a couple minutes. I don't know, maybe hopped, like he needs a couple minutes. Something to drink. You know how it is.
Yeah. Also, Nicorrect had quite a long pause since he was already finished with his quarterfinals before Hop's quarterfinals even started. So might take him a second, but we should get in game soon, TM.
Yeah, and while we were on break, I had a fascinating stats deep dive. So I checked the finals of the CSO Cups, and we in fact never had a TVT in there. We also never had a ZVZ in there, but this is not relevant today. because we have no Zergs left in the tournament as well.
Yeah.
We have a TVT in this semifinal, and in the other semifinal, Cars versus Ashbringer, we also have a TVP. So there is potential for the first ever TVT finals in the CSO Cup.
Yeah. I mean, we had some other matchups quite often. Mainly everything with Protoss.
Yep.
Since Christiana was playing in it. Quite a few Zergs as well. I mean, Terrans have both played and won the cup, but no TVT so far. In the finals, don't say Nicorrect just left the chat again.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh no! Fail fish, not like this. In that case, all my excitement about an upcoming game might just be gone again, since one of the players is gone. This is unfortunate. By the way, do we have a score on Cass versus Ashbringer?
I'm not sure, and it looks like they're still in game, so...
So not
I
finished
don't know.
yet.
Nope.
I mean, they might finish before the other semis start. I would have said we could maybe hop into that one, but if they're in game, that unfortunately doesn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
in
say
that case,
we throw you into a little break, we double check all of that with the admin team, and then we'll come back to you in just a second.
yeah. So yeah. Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to the CSO Cup. And we're having a lobby on Lightshade. Turns out one of the players had requested a break, and the other one agreed, and no one told us. Not the biggest of problems. Just a minor communication mistake. But, yeah, there we are. Lobby should start soon, TM. And yeah, Christianer is out. He lost to Hopt, who will now be facing Nicorect. Meanwhile, also Kaz defeated Ashbringer in a 2-1 decision. So,
Alright, so we will have indeed a TVT in the finals.
so two TVTs now. In a row. First of the two is the semis, and the grand finals right after that. And boy, we're quick today.
Sure as hell are. Alright. They're now ready to jump into a matchup which either can be over really quickly or will take forever. Let's go.
1 second, there we go. Introducing, in the bottom right, the green Terran. It is Hopt.
Top left will be the red Terran player, Nicorect. Interesting SCV detour, by the way. I really like it, just to dodge the usual path. And this will...
We're starting up strong.
Oh yeah. This is 2 Rex Reaper, I'm pretty sure.
On Hopt's side, standard so far. SCV will go on a scouting mission. However, it'll head to the main base.
I mean,
And reveal that something. Yeah.
And we'll see the lack of absolutely everything.
Not even the depot was placed in the wall.
Yeah.
Or where the wall would have.
Oh, it just
Would have
3 Rex
been
Reaper.
away.
Man, Nicoract's not in the mood to play a long game today.
Yeah.
Alright.
Get this series done with rather quickly.
Yeah, and Hopt recognizes the threat, building a bunker instantly.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
after the
there.
first Reaper, I would not be surprised if he switches into Marine production after this.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Because Marines, of course, build significantly faster than Reapers. And with bunkers, this is quite a good defense. We also see the bunkers both in positions where the Reapers can actually jump up. This is what you want as well, and...
There we go. First 2 Reapers coming in.
The Marine and the Reaper there to grease their first Reaper will...
Oh!
Ooh, barely survive, but do die eventually.
Yeah.
No,
Throwing the
I like
grenade.
this. Oh,
Running
barely
circuits around
Yeah, one SCV
the other
hit
2
would-
SCVs.
these, of
Second
course.
Reaper coming in. Trying to
takes him
take
just-
care of the Marine. Will succeed in
not-
doing so.
Yeah, and this does not look good for Nicorect early on. You really want to do more damage, and if we look at the worker count, Hopt can afford to lose a couple of these, and once the Hellions are out, this gets really dangerous for the 3 Rex Reaper player even, and this is hard commitment. Like the reason 2 Rex was so popular is because you can transition out of it fairly easily. Ooh, but I think that maybe Hop was a
Many
little bit too
Reapers dead already.
overeager. Oh
The
no,
remaining
Foxfire
two
on there and the Reaper lives.
will
Really
just
unfortunate.
get out. That Reaper coming down. But Hopped is now 4 SCVs ahead.
Yep.
Nicorrect behind
And
this
also-
with the
Also, he's
Ooh.
massively ahead in tech.
Yeah.
But the orbital command and the factory already finished. There's now
And-
one more. Try to do something with these Reapers, but they were greeted by a couple of Hellions.
Oh, and the Hellion
massive
splash.
shots. There's the GG from Nicorrect. And man, we are on a speed run for this tournament today.
Yeah. 1-0 already. And let me phrase it like this: I wouldn't be surprised. Well, like not completely surprised if we see a second
Second map
opening like
this,
that.
yeah.
Maybe not as hard of a commitment or something. And boy, we are fast. Already in the loading screen. 4 Oxide,
Oh, yeah.
one of the older maps now. After we've just seen Lightshade, also an older map. So, 2000 atmospheres as the third map then.
Most likely, yeah. we,
Might be these 3 maps.
yeah, yeah.
First, we
You
might be
see
able...
you might see we have a chance of seeing Blackburn or Beckett Industries.
I mean... I don't know. Also, immediately...
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't he? Correct, going out with that SCV.
Oh yeah. Second one follows as well.
This time building
no,
the
second
depot
one
in the
is-
wall.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to point. Yeah.
And looking to build that first barracks. Second SCV. Arriving a little bit later.
Oh, yeah, and I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure
god,
as
I'm
well-
such an idiot. I'm wondering why this game is lagging. Guys, I'm so sorry I didn't switch scenes. Anyways,
Alright.
you heard it. Nicorex is proxy rexing again.
Yeah, you didn't miss much, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean we didn't even introduce the players going GSL style.
Always. No,
Of-
we don't
of
have a
just-
cool robot voice to do that for.
Yeah,
us.
true.
But you all know who they boys are. We just introduced them. It's literally.
Literally 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is he gonna build a third one again? No.
No, this is. I want to say this is Marauders this time.
Alright. Oh, the double gas.
I mean.
Also, I mean, did he do
3 Rex
that?
Reapers double gas as well, but. Or
Yeah,
2
true.
Rex even, also, I think.
True.
But it's still.
Anyways. Hopped on the other
Base.
side. Did he send a scouting SCV?
No, but he won't. No, he didn't.
But he's finding out
Yeah, he.
the racks in
He
the
had an
most
idea.
obvious
he also,
obvious
of course,
location.
sees- Yeah, he also of course sees both. This is like when you play a series like this and then you see, like you play the first map and you're like, oh, okay, and then you scout this and like, alright, he's tilted, okay. I just have to hang back now. It's, yeah, Widow Mine, bunkers out, really like this. Oh, second Reaper, he got a second Reaper, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or he tries to kite them. You have to be dangerous, like.
Marauder's now walking in. The
You have
wall
to be
isn't even
careful.
lifted.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't have done anything. Except cost some APM.
Yeah.
Marauder's first one will get killed.
That's an instant. I even don't want. I want to see to pull the SCVs here as well, because Marauders are quite bad against workers in general. So if anyone, regardless what race you are, if anyone builds proxy Marauders in your base or something like that. Oh, I like
The
to see
mule to catch the mine.
Yeah, that's
Oh!
nice. The Unbury, nice micro chicks here. Mule goes down in the end, and
Oh
it's
man.
here to go in. GG, well played. I think that was a correct assessment of the situation there by Correct.
Yeah. GG. You will face Ashbringer in the bronze match. And we are going right into the into the grand finals. Cass versus Hopt. Right after this short break. See ya.
Alright. Hello, I'm back out of this break. It can be only a couple of seconds, or I rather should say minutes, to be completely honest with you. We have both players here. They probably... Oh, I see movement in the channel. So I think we will have a lobby in a second.
Alright. Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Sorry
there we go.
for the long breaks and welcome to the Raiders from...
Blackbird, baby! Let's go!
Alright. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Cycle. Very appreciated. You are watching the grand finals of today's CSO Cup. And yeah, we're having Blackburn in Cass versus Hopped.
Players are readied up. Are we good to go now? But I was so excited for maybe all the new Raider players.
Yeah.
Raiders is what we call them, right? All the new
Yeah.
Raiders. We were wondering, because the only of the new maps we saw all tournament long was 2000 atmospheres. And we were wondering if we will get Blackburn or Beckett Industries. And here it is, first map of the match. First map of the grand final will be Blackburn. And man, I had some interesting times playing TVT on this map, I will tell you. It didn't went long, but it was interesting.
Well, now you're gonna see up to 5 TVTs in the first TVT finals ever we've had in a CSO Cup.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we should have played it out really more. I did it way too early. First TVT in the CSO Cup finals.
Yeah. Heading right in. And the bottom left, the blue Terran. Playing for Starcom, he's Kaz.
And the green Terran. It's been the Hopped show today, and he's the protagonist. It is a Hopped.
Yeah, he said in the in-game chat, he's never beaten Kaz
In a tournament game.
in a tournament game before, so
he believes. Alright, interesting barracks location from Cars. I think this is just a mind game fuckery, what you do on the new maps. Just don't build it in the normal spot to make your opponent believe that you're proxying. I like this. And at this main base, if we look at the Fog of War in Hopped's main base, quite, how do you say, allows for it as well.
yeah.
So why not do it? Why not do it?
But
This is a
then
map where we have, I believe... Oh, somebody said 3 Reaper Cliffs. This is this map. We have, of course, like this, the Reaper Cliff that Kaz is building his depot on now. Or
we have this one.
Space.
We
And
have.
I guess it's technically 2.
Yeah, technically on the left and on the right.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 Reaper bases, kind of.
Alright, it counts. It counts.
Yeah. 3 Reaper jump spots, not bases. God.
Yeah. Both players going for double gas factory before expansion build, which is quite common in TVT. You'll just see how many of these early Reapers and Hellions, how many of these units the players will commit to. Yeah, CC going down, I mentioned for Cars in just a second as well. So these are quite mirrored builds now. You can deviate on how fast you can take your base, your gases, how many of Reaper Hellions you build, as I said. And there's the first deviation. Oh no, it's actually not.
It's just a delay.
Both players.
Still completely mirrored.
It is completely mirrored. So it is Oh no, it's
No,
the
no,
two,
actually.
yes.
We now have
Not actually. Not
the tech
actually. Well, it
lab on
would-
the factory versus the starport. Just small timings.
Yeah, and Hopt is getting a Widow Mine as well, which is quite nice. And Cass getting the earlier tank production. So this is all fine. So for now. Alright, and Hopt gearing up for Medivac. So he wants to hit some early drop timing, or Medivac as well for Cass. So both players may be gearing up to doing something aggressive here rather than going for the quick Raven, which you would see in TBT more often than not.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
Ravens.
this map
go
leaves for some quite. I'd say it doesn't take long for Medivac to fly across here.
Nope, and both players trying to abuse that as well.
Despite the slow zones.
Yeah, this is a Cyclone and 4 Marines against 6 Marines and a Widow Mine for Hopt.
Who will be getting in first?
Ooh.
Locked
Yeah,
on
flies
by
into
the.
Cyclone though.
Oh,
Ooh.
Medivac immediately dying on the other side. The tank. It's a
What's the tank?
tank!
Cyclone, of course. It's a tank! Oh my god, and the tank gets a shot off on him. Oh, another one of the SCVs! But he got a third one
no.
now. This hits the Marines. Man, 11, 12, 13, 15 16 workers down.
He just GG's out.
Hopped. Yeah,
Oh
this is
no! It's a disaster.
damage. Yeah, this is damage you can't recover from in a mirror matchup. Damn, that's a shame. That's a shame. Alright, and we will find out in just a second what the second map. Is this a pun? Does it qualify as a pun? If yes, I'm terribly sorry because it's a bad one, but this is not what our second map is. Just a second.
Yeah.
I did it again. Well,
Well. I mean, we've seen some quick lobbies today. This one? There we go. It'll be light shade. Back to the old maps. While we're setting up the lobby.
light
The
shades.
question
No new
is-
maps. No new maps as of yet. That's a shame.
I mean, we had Blackburn.
We have we take those. And we saw,
Yeah.
like you pointed out, there's the close airspace between these bases because it's like it's a map with both bases close by air on the bottom side. And both players actually opting for quick drop play, just in different fashions. And
Yeah.
man, Cass just had a Cyclone in position to deal with the drop of Hopt, and at the same time got his tank sieged, which is the exact opposite of what you want, of course.
Yeah.
Opponent siege tanks sieging up in your main bases almost every time a really bad thing for you.
And like that tank got some juicy shots on those SCVs.
Yeah.
And like the Marines were then able to just finish them up rather quickly. But we're in the loading screen for Lightshade. And it'll just be a matter of seconds until we load in.
And we're in it.
Yeah.
Ready
Here
to
we
roll,
go.
ready to rumble.
Going right in. in the bottom right. The Red Tyrant for Starcom. It's Kaz.
And in the top left, it is the Green Terran player representing the Passion Mercs. It is Hopt.
Alright.
Yeah, both both players building a supply depot isn't quite
Yeah.
the most surprising thing in the world. Both going for Rex first is, I mean, not equally less surprising, but a bit more in the TBT.
Yeah.
I will believe, yeah, 1670 guessed it should be. Oh, hello, will we see a Reaper fast expand? This is perfectly playable. It is a bit greedy to do it without an SCV scout, but there is the SCV scout. So nothing to fear. Will only be interesting to see. Oh, both players SCV scouting actually.
Yeah. Just
The SCV
hopped
scout
a
with double
little
gases.
earlier.
Yeah, I'll just keep noted. These are like really small details, but the STV scout for the double gas player is so much more expensive. But it is also really valuable scout to confirm that you're actually playing against Reaper fast expansion, and then you can try to punish it. I'm not sure if you can actually really punish it at the moment, because Hopt is just gonna see what's happening, and he's gonna take a quicker expansion, and of course the factory is way quicker for cars, so there's much more aggressive potential, like with early Hellions, early tanks as well. But to be honest, if Hopt just goes into quick tank production himself and gets a bunker at the front, he should be safe against most things. The cars can throw a 10 casto, going for a double Reaper opening. There's already some potential to deal damage. Not yet though, because there's a Reaper and a Marine at home. And this bunker will finish. Pretty certain of it. Yeah, nice micro here as well.
Yeah, well
Trying
then.
to catch the other one off guard. But these players are too good to have anything happen to them in these early stages of the game. Alright, so you bait the units. Yeah, that's right about how you do it. You bait the units.
Oh, one
into
Reaper
a bunker and
dying.
Jump in, but
Second
Hopt
Reaper.
actually, yeah, Hopt playing the super safe, delaying his reactor until he has 3 Marines to deal with the initial aggression, and gets 1 Reaper for it, which is quite
Certainly.
worth it.
Yeah. Certainly a nice trade.
Yeah, we
Reaper
see the
heals back up.
differences. Yeah, exactly.
Might want to.
He has
gonna go.
He has a Hellion at home. This is all fine. Now we see
Yeah.
that like the major differences in this is just
Oh no.
no way Hopt can deny this.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was too close to finishing, but still, it's a
Nice
pick, getting
attempt.
2 SCVs,
He gets the yeah.
getting 2 SCVs while choosing the more economical build. Keep in mind that the orbital is already finished and Hopt is on 2 SCV production. If we take a look at this worker count, he's already 7 up now. And these 2 SCVs that Cars left hurt more so, even more so with that.
Yeah. That's like. It's a bad position.
Yep.
Let
but
me
Cars
sum it up like that.
Cars is a tank. Cars is a tank in a medivac once more.
Oh no, and the
Accompanied by
siege is
3
up.
Marines.
Gets a
Siege
shot
is up
off.
as well.
Gets a shot off.
Yeah, shot on the Marines this time, and there's a
I
cycle
mean,
there
that's
to
the better
deal with
one.
this. Yeah, Hopt is way better prone to deal with this. I believe we don't have.
No, we don't have
Um,
game height, unfortunately. That.
Yes.
We're quite a few SCVs, like 8. Probably like 8 or 9 SCVs
Yes,
fell.
8. Exactly 8.
Exactly 8. Wow. Don't even need game height.
Just for your information, the Shift L units lost works without game mode.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I
I wasn't
was-
sure. I just noticed this while watching my own replays recently. I thought it was pretty cool. Alright. So Cars trying to get further value out of early drops. And oh man, he might just be able to. He lays the third command center, gets a couple SCVs more maybe. Oh, and this Raven could fall.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
this Raven will fall. And this is massive damage.
I like the
Because you
Cyclone escaping.
Yeah.
Or
I
like
mean,
even
he will-
dealing more damage potentially.
Oh, he should like
Get
the nerd move would have been to drop it in the SCV line, so the tank splash damage.
Oh,
damage to
yeah.
SCVs.
I see.
But I can't blame him to not doing it. There's more important things to do at this stage of the game. And Kaz now has his third base, already morphing into an Overlord. He has taken back the Worker elite. And he also didn't lost his Ravens. And let me tell you something. In a matchup where the Siege tank is your most valuable unit, tanks are busted. Ravens are busted, man.
Yeah,
Interference matrix, auto turrets, all that good stuff.
losing
Really.
Ravens in TVT. That sucks so much.
Hell yeah. And like it's for other things as well, because like, do you want to replace them? In that case, you
Viking count.
you delay your Viking production by a fair margin, and this will
And like, yeah, that'll make even more Ravens die.
yeah, will eventually make you lose the air battle as well, or the air control, and your opponent has then he can act more freely with his own Ravens. He can add Liberators to have further tools to break your tank lines, or your siege lines, I guess. That's what you call it. So while both players now end up in quite a similar position, if we take a look at cast production tab here, Stim already more than halfway done, and he has +1/+1 on the way. He's gearing up to 5 barracks, and like this is Stim should be finished for
It is for Hopped.
yeah. But I don't know, like even if Stim is finished, if there's siege tanks, you can't engage without combat shields, because if you stim your units without combat shields, your marines, they die in one hit to tanks, and this is not what you want, of course. So when it comes to the point that Hopt can finally do something with these marines, you will have a massive upgrade disadvantage. And upgrades in mirror matchups are one of the most important things if it comes to head-to-head fights. So I gotta say I like the position of Kaz way more, because he's ahead in tech, he's even in, or a little bit ahead you can argue, in mining as well. This looks like an all-around splendid position. And Kaz aiming to gear up now, a push on the third base, gets the siege tanks without.
2 interference matrices on the tanks.
Yeah, I gotta say
They
I quite
will
like
get
them,
taken
because
out.
we get tanks for free, and Hopt has enough air units here to continue this air battle. So I like the
Vikings
position of
now
Kaz.
coming in.
Ooh, this is nice.
Not gonna
The
land
Vikings are just they're just here to
to guard the.
protect the
Yeah.
to guard the ravens. But the thing is, I'm not sure if these ravens can make it out. Actually, first one falls already.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Vikings
Kaz with the
just
focus fire
went away.
The auto turrets get the last raven of Hopt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no more Ravens on either side.
That's weird. That's
Yeah.
really weird for TVT, I gotta say. But
And oh,
Viking
these
tank
tanks
works.
getting caught, catching the army. I'm not sure who's catching who.
yeah, definitely Kaz catched it. Like, the thing is, Kaz lost a lot with this attack. Like, he just sieged up, he didn't do anything, and lost a majority of his tanks for it. Getting a lot of tanks of Hopt now again is really nice, though. So, man, this game... It's like... We have... Oh, no, I just want to say... Man, the Marine streaming in from Kaz? I'm not
God.
sure how to call this. I think the Marine fight is going to Hopt, and this will mean the siege tanks will be cleared out as well. Man,
This
it's
is quite a ride.
This is quite a ride for sure. Well, wait, I need to know what's the siege tank count. Okay, the siege tank count is 2 to 4, so it's almost completely reset now. And Hopt is faster with his second factory. So he has the siege tank advantage, and it doesn't look like it that he will lose it anytime soon. Kars has a lot more workers though. And I think his 4th base has been established for longer as well. Also, Armory just now starts for Hopt. And Kars more than halfway done with his 2-2. Man, and he takes a 5th base behind this. I really like this. And you really see the veteran plays in Kars. Like, he knows how to navigate this matchup, how to get in good positions, even though he didn't just do good moves, and you can argue he took quite unfavorable engagements. But his position looks okay.
Yeah.
The siege.
I mean, this is unfortunate, getting cancelled. Hopt is diving.
He tries to jump on this and manage this, yet here we see that like Kars manages to get in decent positions over and over again. They both on double tank production now, which will allow them to trade more frequently, because it doesn't take as long to reset the tank count. To restore the tank count, I should say. Man, on Kars
yes,
has
16
how many barracks has he?
Marines.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going for the F1. 8 barracks. Is this TVZ or what? Damn it. This is...
He really likes his Marines.
I mean, Marines are good. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, he's gonna send them all into their death, walking into the tanks, but
Yeah, here comes into play what I
that's
say.
like horrendous, damn it.
The thing is, he has 2 upgrades up, so if there's any kind of Marine fight without tank support, like, Kars just gonna smash that fight.
Yeah.
And also with these mass on Marines, you really can storm, like, if it's just 2 tanks, you can stim on that with just a little bit of spreading them out. It's really no problem.
Yeah, and like, Kaz is continuing at that production rate, holy.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. I mean, he has the worker count he wants to, he has the bases he wants to, of course.
Yeah. Now he's
Same
maxed
to-
out, can't produce anymore.
Yeah, the thing is that on here we see the Marines just get shredded.
Yeah.
And there's even enough alive to take a fight to the siege tanks. And
I
gets
mean,
a lot
he
of the
lost.
Vikings too.
He lost quite a few again, but he might even get that CC. Nope, it's being repaired.
No, that's fine if you... Like, the most important thing that Kars has here is this outpost of 2 siege tanks that Hopt really doesn't want or can engage into at the moment. So he can just leapfrog forward from this point, and he can deny mining from this bases while he's taking his 5th on the back of this. Oh, nice Liberator, by the way.
What? Where? What did I miss?
On the 5th base of Kars.
Oh.
But
oh.
whatever, it's been dealt with in the form of turrets, so this is fine. And we see that Hopt is really struggling right now to get off his tanks just a little bit further to give himself a little bit more breathing room to eventually mine from this base.
Oh, nice.
We see at the
Liberator
bottom-
will drive back, I think, both tanks.
Yeah, Kars playing without Vikings at this point. He's just on this Mass Marine Swarm style. And we see the prowess of this, because he can take this engagement at the same time, and while this will not necessarily be a costly cleanup for Hopt, but he has to focus a lot of his attention right here. And Kars already
and
has his...
Note that Kaz's 3-3 is finishing in like 5 seconds.
That is correct, and he has...
And he's moving in the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna allude to, that he has this second army already set up. To at least be threatening and maybe do some damage, but what he really has to do, he doesn't let Hopt get into this comfortable siege tank position. So there's no chance right now that he can just sit straight on 4 bases and chill, because he has to deal with his eventual threats, and with this amount of Marines, you'll be able to outposition your opponent all the time. Hopt doesn't want to take it anymore, though. Tries to take the aggression to Kars with a massive Doom Drop, it seems like.
Oh, wow.
Scans the
I
main,
mean,
just
now
as a
it's-
single turret. And fly around these. There's a tank sieged in the main base who gets a good first shot off.
And
Yeah,
Kaz
decent as
decides to
well.
just go for the base trade, it looks like. Because what
Yeah, I
else is
think
he
that's
gonna
a
do?
reasonable position.
Yeah.
It's too late to go back anyways.
And
might
he
as well just go for it.
note he's
Yeah, should
still
be-
producing 40 Marines at a time.
Yeah.
Since the Rex didn't get
I mean,
killed, so
most of them will die instantly, to be fair. but
yeah,
still.
like these like 8 at a time in the back.
Yeah,
They
Kaz is
might
a
be able
macro
to in the
monster.
end. Driving
It
back,
is siege
meanwhile
tanks.
Kaz is just walking through on his own.
Yeah, there's still a single siege tank sieged up in the main base of Kaz, of Hopt.
And the
But I
second
think, like-
one...
The problem, even if both players lose everything here, Kaz has the mining to rebuild production, and this is exactly what
Yeah.
he's doing right now.
Like just building 4 racks.
Yeah.
That's exactly the move he will need to do. And I mean,
Kaz
these
himself now
Marines
on top of
didn't
the
do-
production, of course, it hurts a little bit that he has not the Marine count left over anymore, but like Terran, if you're on the Terran production, and this is true in a mirror matchup as well, of course, that man, like these units are trickling out one by one, and they can't just deal with really any amount of units that are close
This
by
tank
them.
could be dangerous, will be dealt with. Still Marines
And now-
here.
Yeah, and this was the last possibility for Hub to produce any amount of siege tanks, and he's basically left to his only mining base that he could defend now, and Kaz still...
Kaz doesn't even
strong.
care about tech reactors. He just needs those units right here, right now.
Yeah,
At
also
least how it
reactors
feels like.
take obscenely long to build, so
Yeah.
you really just want to bait out units, I think. Kaz
Rather
as
build
well-
more barracks instead.
Yeah, rebuilding a factory as well.
And like Kaz still has a bank of like 4k.
Yeah.
Only 1.8k of which matter because he's only building Marines, but
Yeah, he has a factory out now, so there's like
Planetary is getting killed by the tank. That could have been a nice little outpost. His new production,
yeah, under threat
Hopp
already.
is kind of on top of already.
Oh, man.
And like we can't forget
No.
that Hopp still has 4 tanks here.
Yep, this is most crucial in this situation.
And like this, 2 tanks and a few Marines by Kaz will walk into the Marines and he decides to just... Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was really thinking that Hopt wouldn't move quick enough to take out the new production of Kaz. Or Kaz has eventually enough units left over to just deal with those. But neither one was the case, like just very well played by Hopt in the space trade scenario, and gets a big W on board.
Yeah. Tying it up. And yeah. Bringing us into map 3.
Yeah, which will be hosted in just a second. I'm pretty sure after this long game.
Players will need a short break, I assume.
Yeah, I would too, to be honest. Like, I don't know how often.
Yeah. To me, this kind of screams proxy racks again.
I mean, like both of these players have yet to proxy racks, so I'm not too sure. Like, I can feel it, but I guess Kaz is like, he knows that he was in a good position there, and he just plays the base trade a little bit differently, or doesn't get caught off guard by the Doom drop. It should all be fine. So I think he can be. He can still be confident. And of course, if we if we look at it, that if it's true what Hop told us before the games, that he never won a tournament game against, or like tournament best of series against Cars, then Cars has every reason to be confident and keep playing macro games, right?
Yeah. Also, this is the point where I'd like to get a lobby invite, when I'm being honest.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We will. We will have it any second, I'm pretty sure. In the meanwhile, you can type !prize pool in the chat to support our Matcherino page. You can, of course, I think you can't redeem codes anymore because you've done all of these already. That was really great. But you still can do sponsor quest, or that's mostly like liking tweets, following accounts on Twitter or another social media platform. So you can do direct contribution as well. If you want to help the channel out, you can leave a follow here, or even if you're feeling really generous, you can leave us a sub as well. Yeah, this is all the pretext I had prepared, and I I really hope we get a lobby in just a second.
Yeah. Because like we've had a few misconceptions in the past, but I don't think there was ever a game where after 1-1 the players decided to stop playing. At least that would be very interesting. I wonder... if we should throw it into a break.
I don't
just
care.
a second.
Whatever you feel it's best.
Yeah, just let's do it like this. Don't trust the timer. We might be back any second. Probably the second I go into the break, the players will be there. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Well,
in game. We
in
will
game?
have a lobby in just a second.
Oh, okay. Not throwing it into a break. Also, Timer, you
hope I
just
didn't
challenged yourself and no cursing.
Yeah, so I saw it mentioned in chat, and I realized that I didn't. I set a scoreboard earlier, so I'm challenging myself now not to swear anymore. You can do whatever you want, Jax, by the way.
No, you spent your points for all the casters stopping to stop swearing. How long is that supposed to be? I mean, at this point, probably until the end of the tournament. That's not that long.
Man, I see. I see a hop in game. It's, I don't know, man. I expect a lobby link in a second.
I don't see him at all in chat anymore.
Yeah? Oh, I have him whisper to him.
Oh, okay. Because Kazin isn't in...
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what?
no.
Let's throw it into a break and again, don't trust the timer. We'll be right back, I hope. Perhaps. See ya. Wrong button. Alright. The timer didn't lie. We've got the game. And surprise, it's 2000 atmospheres.
New maps, baby. Let's go.
Ah, yeah.
By the way, chat, you can hold us accountable now for every kind of swearing that we do, because it is officially outruled for the rest of the stream.
Yeah. Let's see what these players still have for us in store. That wasn't good grammar. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever. Have they switched colors? Or am I crazy? No, Hop was always green.
Yeah.
No, must
Kaz,
be.
I think Kaz was red.
Color was red? Yeah, like that.
No idea.
Anyways, let's introduce them in the bottom left. The green Terran is subbed.
And in the top right, it is the blue Terran representing Team Starcom. It is Kaz. Alright, alright. Let's just see if we will have a 17 gas again this time. Both players, one game? Oh, both? No. Never mind. Kaz going for a double gas as well. As last game, while Hopped looking to gear up for another Reaper expansion type build. Both players as CV scouting as of the last game. So unless Kaz has a different idea, we will be opting up in a macro game. In which Kaz, no doubt, will take the more aggressive stance because...
He always does.
I guess so, but more so because he just has to if he takes a attack opening, right?
Oh yeah.
Because of a strongly economic opening off the side of Hopped. Some kind of aggression will be there. I'm interested in if Hopped will go for the 3 Marines again. This will be an interesting response. And I quite like it actually, because you really deny taking any damage from the early Reaper Hellion aggression. Not this time though. Marine straight into a reactor. Kaz goes for a second Reaper. And then the reactor gets a Hellion as well. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Wasn't that loud.
Okay, I just hit my mic, you know. Oh no, that could be.
Oh no, all them ears died.
I hope so. I surely don't hope so.
Yeah, it didn't happen. At least not to me. Maybe the stream. Some people in chat have.
If that's the case, I apologize dearly.
Incredibly loud. Who knows?
Alright. So, Kaz already with a tank in production. Yeah, I like the same thing as last game, really. As of yet. Cyclone on the way. For Hopped, which I really like, because Kaz has in every of these games done these early tank drops. And Cyclones are quite good in early game defense. Or is this mid game technically already? I'm not so sure. I guess it's still the opener, so it's early game, right?
Yeah. Probably.
Alright, Kaz going for the exact same thing actually. One tank, 4
Yeah.
Marines. As to dropping this, avoiding the scout. Here's the depot. Eager
And
to spot
well,
it out. Oh, and he
but
moves
what
the
is
Reaper and the
here?
Hellions to the natural. Just, yeah, I mean, but
Actually, that's quite a bit here.
yeah, units
But
are kind of in position already.
the tank
Yeah,
sieging
puts
up gets
over-
some nice volleys on these SCVs.
Gets-
We're unfortunate.
Yeah, that's big shot. If he gets one more,
My! That was like
there's a 16
10
SCVs down.
16 SCVs
This is 16 SCVs down.
and more.
Not that many probably, but still
Yeah.
20 SCVs. Man, I hate to say it, but
Yeah, this is rough.
this is rough at least.
Kaz
This is-
has lost one SCV during all of this.
Some might call it GG, and the thing is, there's a tank out already, so there's a Raven out already, so there's not even that much potential for tank aggression from the side of Haupt. I don't know. I think this is what Haupt trying to do. Like, he's going heavy on the Viking tank production to get a early victory in that department. Lock-ons there being used, no units fall though. And Kaz already going for a third command center. Jesus.
I mean, he
Like he's
has the momentum now.
yeah, he wants to do something with his advantage. Following the old rule, if you go ahead, if you are ahead, go more ahead. The thing is now, what is actually the game plan from both players? Because I can't really see Hop just chilling backwards. Like, he has to do something aggressive, and he has to Cyclone fight, and Hop Cyclone will win this.
Oh,
Never mind, tanks coming in clutch.
yeah. Tanks don't want. Oh,
And Hop. Oh, there was something in the main base.
not really.
8 marine drop in the main base.
Oh god, we missed that. Yeah.
Missed that. 8 marine drop in the main base, getting additional 6 workers. 7, so Hop knows this is a lost cause, and classic case of GG next.
Yeah, we'll try.
And this time it looks like we get a quicker lobby on the way.
Alright.
Don't want to promise anything. There it is. Oxide will be our next
Nice
map.
one. So, after a pretty quick game,
We have a pretty quick lobby. And after a long game, we had to wait long for a lobby. I see a pattern here.
yeah,
I want to try to imply anything, but still it's there. As we now just waiting up for the ready up of our players. Ready ups are given. So this map will start in any second.
here we go. The countdown of potentially the last map. Kaz being on match point. But obviously for Hopt. He's still in this. And yeah, he would need
Do you think Kaz will drop a tank and 4 marines again this game?
yeah. Honestly, I'm I'm pretty certain. I mean, it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, though, and I just want to have this noted, that Oxide, I don't know the newer maps, but of the older maps that are still in the map pool, Oxide is one of the maps that is really good for mech in TVT. And I know that Kaz sometimes plays it. So there's a little potential for a switch up in playstyles here. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Alright. Introducing in the bottom left. On match point for the CSO Cup 16, we have Kaz playing for Starcom.
And in the top right, the green Terran player representing the Passion Mercs. Can he bring it back? It is Hopped.
I like that. The music for me is the Terran 1 music from StarCraft Brood War. Fits the theme pretty well of all those Terrans here.
Earlier.
And this time, both players going for the double gas. Only one SCV scout though. From Hopped.
Terribly sorry, but I'm out at the moment. I have to take care of something.
Alright.
Alright, then I'm back.
Well, yeah.
Back to give my expertise on this. Alright, so interestingly enough, we have Hopped opting for a double gas build himself. Which I don't know, I liked it. Like, he lost with a double gas build first game, then he went Reaper Fast Expansion to switch it up a little bit. One second game we did it again, lost third game, so
Yeah, it's
we will see, we will see.
everything's
I
still
really
on the
hope he
line.
doesn't die to the same build again, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
that's really tilting. That's just tragic. Okay, so probably commands a little bit for Stargate. Interesting. Starport. Interesting. All right. Oh, this could be a potential denial on the CC.
Nope,
The right
won't
time,
get it.
though. Oh, gets the Reaper as well.
Yeah.
This is a big pickup. Theoretically denying all kinds of early game aggression now that this car's been able to do. Because that can just have the same composition but one more Reaper. It's quite valuable in these low unit scenarios. Both players, by the way, with a equally timed command center, equally timed starport. Only difference is that Kaz is continuing to build Hellions, while the Tech Lab's already finishing up for Hopped.
So perhaps no tank drop. Oh, well, what am I saying? Perhaps.
I mean, it's probably gonna happen anyway.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, but... Oh, no!
Whatever.
No, you were
So
right.
This is a cyclone.
It is a Cyclone, and it is a Tech Lab on the... what's it called? Starport. So... most likely Ravens. Yeah, there it is.
There we
I
go.
want to say a little off chance of Banshees. It's always possible that you try to catch the opponent off guard. But really, Ravens are just such a solid way. So probably Cast invested into additional Hellion just to be able to not die to a couple of units. And this is all fine. And Set now tries to go until after he catches a Reaper, tries to go to the other side of the map and just see if he can do anything with these initial units. Which
Yeah, there are
is the
quite
right
a
call,
few
but
Marines.
there's too many Marines here. There's no way to. Oh, this
Actually,
is
Hellion Splash is
Hellion's getting good shots off.
killing 3
But the
Marines.
Tank is now out. Cyclone is here as well defensively, so not really that much. What Cars can do, reducing the Marine count a little bit early on. That's quite nice, but maybe not the most important thing in the world.
Yeah. This Cyclone might get picked off. Which is...
Gets himself a Hellion for it, which, I guess, it's not worth it.
No.
But we're out of the Cyclone phase of the game in any case. And really, Cars playing the hardcore macro game. Third CC. While Hopped decides to go 2 barracks before the third CC. Which is uncommon, I have to point it out. Normally you take 3 CCs off of a 1-1-1 setting, setup in TVT. So there's definitely possibility that Hopped aims to be aggressive off of 2 bases. Now he gets a quick +1 as well. And if you play single eBay, I'm even more convinced that this will be some kind of yeah. I think this is gonna be some sort of push. Third base gonna be built now.
Obviously already finished. For Cass. This is interesting, the SCVs.
Oh, true.
Not sure which.
But only 2 of them!
Yeah! Third
What's
one is
happening?
it's gonna keep doing what it's doing. This.
Oh, catching a Raven is big!
Yeah, and Viking even staying alive.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's nice. Like, it has to do something at which edge, like, they spawn. Right?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I never saw that.
I mean, they're choosing the nearest CC to go to.
Yeah.
So it depends on which point of the extractor they went into, because that's the
Yeah.
point where they're gonna spawn.
Yeah.
And from that point,
That's
they just
interesting. I never saw that before. It's really interesting.
yeah.
60 Marine drop on the way. For Hopped.
They'll also move out with the rest of us. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
This will be a move out.
On to the.
Like, by the way, I'm pretty sure that like these 16 Marines and the Medivacs, this is the advantage that the 2 factories brought, the 2 barracks before the command center brought him. And he
Yeah,
isn't even
gonna-
down in workers.
Gonna drop in.
Oh, just dropping a couple into the natural and the rest in the main base. I really like this move. Just to draw him
Yeah.
out further out of position. And as you see, the Ravens and the Vikings are now back to deal with this, and this leaves the tanks the possibility to siege up right in front of the
Oh,
third base.
very nice. Disable on the front tank.
Yeah,
immediately
tank has
forcing
instantly
the
goes
lift
down,
off.
has to lift.
And Kaz has no other way than abandoning. Oh, did he drop a mule on there? Oh, what
not
caused
sure.
the tanks to shoot
I'm
there?
not maybe just a misclick. I'm
Yeah,
not
Mama
too
might
sure
be.
what happened there.
Dropping a mule, that would be the cutest move ever.
Yeah. Not sure if it's worth it if you don't kill anything though.
Yeah, true.
With the mule. A couple hundred milliliters still. But alright, these tanks are geared up now here. So Kaz, oh man, Kaz is. Ooh. He has to pull SCVs on this base as well, and he bled out a couple of SCVs. And this aggression was, of course, completely worth it. Because it just... Kaz is not just down. Like, the only thing in advantage he has is the +1 armor upgrade is already finished, but...
Yeah, rest of this
But maybe
base
what you do.
gets cleaned up.
I love how pragmatic Kaz is, by the way, that he just sees, alright,
Yeah.
there's no way I can hold this base, I just gotta fly it over.
And I mean, the question now is, can he hold this base?
The thing is, if we look at this third base has a really small choke point.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
able to wall off with like, I think 3 depots, maybe 4. So this is like 8 tiles, 6 or 8 tiles at max. That is really hard to push into base siege things, of course, yeah. And like the offensive siege as well, just to not allow any further leapfrogging from Hopped right away. But
Is he gonna drop single marines in there? Oh!
Just to drop on the tanks, nice move. Really like it.
Yeah, calling the tanks
Up. Yeah.
to shoot each other.
Yep.
They baited. And this standoff continues.
Yeah. Also, Hopped managed out beyond all of this to get even in upgrades and even Get his +1 for the tanks as well. And man, like if we look at the production, Cast was floating a lot of money too, actually. All he's building Marines at this point. Like he's not comfortable right now.
Yeah.
And Hopped
I mean,
up
his
40 supply, pushing upgrades, comfortable siege tank production, Viking production, and like these are the production cycles you can't really miss. Like if you miss a Marine here and there, that's not as hard as if you miss a tank or a Viking. TBT. Oh, big siege
And
up. Cast gets the first
wow.
siege up though. Would be enough to get a couple. Yeah, chipping off a couple tanks there off Hopped, and I really
Now
like
dropping
this drop
on the
this time.
tanks.
Yeah, this drop is really good. Fighting with the tank support on the low ground as well, and this was just
What
little
Cast
victory that
needed?
Cast needed to live on
Yeah.
for a little bit longer.
Immediately placing down his 4th base. Seeing that he
Yeah,
has some breathing room.
That is absolutely correct. 4th base already earlier though for Hopped. And Hop is on this 2 factory tank production, which can allow you to trade a little bit more inefficient in tanks as well. Man, and Cast decides this is his time to go. Goes to the other side of the map and tries to get into a position, into an ugly position as fast as possible. Hop reacts great though.
Oh, very
surround.
nice round.
Yeah, instantly pulls the SCVs of course, which cost him a lot of SCVs. We have to say that with a little look at the work count, but it drastically reduced Castle's army, and especially his tank count.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that Cast can hold on to
I'm
what's
pretty
gonna
sure
move at
I'm
him
pretty
now.
sure that he can't even.
Yeah, no.
His upgrades are not equal now, but will be equal in just a second. Yeah, with this interference matrix on the tank, I think this is just a moment where Hopped holds this game. Man, and this will
And
bring
tying
us,
it up
this will bring
once
us to
again.
a final map in this best of 5. And there's a part of me that just screams Beckett Industry right now. I want to see Beckett. I've never seen a map. I don't think. Well, I did. But I never casted a game on Beckett Industries. And that's almost the same thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, let us take a look. Hope that the players don't want another long break, but rather decide to just go for it. Romanticide. Ah.
Almost suspected this. Damn it. Damn it, what a shame. What a shame.
Well, as we're waiting for the players to join the lobby. There we go. Both players in it. And yeah, we've got the readies and should go on to Romanticide soon. TM. Let's say it like that. Let's say it like that.
Yep.
No? Hello?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, nothing so far. Unfortunately. and trust us, we'd like to get going as well. Oh, there we go. Switch. What?
I was playing against.
Oh, oh, oh. I can't invite him to the lobby, unfortunately.
I don't see cars anywhere. Oh no. Oh, there he is. Alright.
Finally! Countdown is running. And yeah. On to the grand finals. Thanks for sticking with us for that short break. We'll try to get everything here as soon as possible, which is in about 2 seconds when the game has started. Here we go. Spawning in the bottom right corner for Starcom, it's Kaz.
Spawning in the top left corner, representing the Passion Mercs. It is Hopped. And actually bringing us to the ace match of this grand final.
Yeah, winner of this map will be winner of the tournament. This could be Hop's first time beating Kaz in a tournament match.
It could be. Will actually be great. And Cast this time. Looking to going for Reaper Expand himself. Interesting, interesting. And... no, it's the other way around. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to switch the things around. No, it is once again Hopped going for the Reaper Expand. And it is once again Cast going for the double gas opening. So this will maybe be the... or Cast tried to wall off target, so Deco up in time.
Ah, nice.
Well done.
On this side, no wall.
Yeah, a little bit mind... yeah, Cast accepting it to... trying to be a little bit mind gamey. And this is even better. Because Reaper Fast Expand, really economical build. So Hop can't be aggressive in any way, and not exactly knowing what is up can be really bad. So he can't even send his Reaper out. I mean, he couldn't really do this when he was knowing that he went against 2 gas. But still. Like, it's a nice adaptation by Cast. Pretty sure. Yeah, finds the Reaper there. The Reaper's finding themselves. Jesus.
Reaper. For Kaz now. Again, making its way across. We'll meet the Marine. He's able to get in the bunker. Will be met by the other Reaper.
Yeah, and Hop this time, this seems just to be a safety thing, that he went to 3 Marines before the reactor, which is quite odd. Quite oddly, the same response you would do in TVZ when you would scout a pool first. So just as a little tidbit. It's really interesting that he chooses like this universal defensive approach in the early game. I think it makes quite sense, because what can it do? It could be, if your opponent doesn't want to let you in, you always have to if with the opportunity that, like the possibility that your opponent is going for a 2 Rex Reaper with just one of them proxied, the eventual mind games are quite like this adaptation, even though we know that Cast is going to drop a tank. But this time...
Who could have thought?
Yeah, and Hopt is thinking the same thing. Because he's going Viking Cyclone.
Oh,
is-
this could be bad for Kaz.
This could be pretty bad for Kaz. Like, it's not like this opening is not as committed, but like, of course it sucks to lose your first tank for free, but this rarely happens. There's literally worst case scenario. Oh, he's moving this
okay, there.
Oh, I mean, they would have spotted this drop, so
Yeah,
could be bad.
a little bit
actually.
unfortunate for Haupt.
Yeah, I imagine the Viking is on the top side of the base with the other massive airspace. More to the right, but whatever.
What? Okay.
Oh no, the
Yeah,
Viking is
there
here,
we
was
go.
cycling on the top, and maybe he gets.
Oh,
Ooh,
tank gets out.
though. Yeah, but
That
the units are on
won't do
top of this,
anything
and
really.
Hopt did in fact completely shut this down, and there's now 5 workers up. Got a tank for free.
Yeah.
This is what you want. Yeah, Kaz gets the scouting. Sees the 3rd CC, which is quite nice. In and of itself. Gets an SCV as well.
Loses the Reaper though. For it.
Yeah, but the Reaper served its purpose at this stage
Yeah.
of the game now. Hop just trying to see if there's a 3rd base already out yet, which is not the case. 3rd base timing is about the same for both players. Well, Hop is going for 3 Rex. Kaz is not yet building those. It's pretty interesting. I'm just waiting for barracks to go down if they don't come. So maybe... Did anyone say mech? I mean,
So
it
looks
could
like
happen.
we're up for a rather long
Like,
game.
The thing is... yeah, it could be. I
Perhaps.
don't know, yeah, like... You can't die really early with mech as well. No, they are the barracks and the... Man, this is just late from cars. I don't know. It looks weird. All looks a little bit weird to me.
I mean, he lost quite a bit with that drop.
True.
So might be that he wanted to be a little safer. Cyclone battle will be won by Castle Cyclone, who hides in the bushes nicely.
Yep. Pro players opting to take their 3rd base. Other one of Hopt is already in position, but his orbital is just now finishing up. So there will be fully functioning 3 SCV production at about the same time for both players. Cast going instantly for the gas. This is also something you normally don't do with Bio. I mean, you can, of course. But alright. Gotta find this end. I wonder if Hopt, who's now towering the supply a little bit more, has been able to do something with his little upgrade advantage that he has.
Yeah?
But doesn't look like it.
No, not really.
He had to,
I
had to
mean-
be moved out already.
Yeah, he's ahead in every scale though. Just by a bit. Not like
Yeah.
upgrades a little
It's-
faster, SCV count a little higher, army a little bigger.
It is
That
like,
might.
I don't know, but this is really like the problem that none of these players can't really fight into the other one before they have combat shields, because it would render either Stim or Marines utterly useless, and these are both things you really want into these fights. But Kaz now moving out, trying to apply a little bit of pressure here. Thing is that I think Hopt is massively leading in the Viking count at the moment, right? Yeah. That looks like a big
Yeah, that's
army.
7 versus 5.
Gus
Well,
gets
that's
into a
that's
little
a good
dirty
lead.
position here, though. S3 goes down there to scouts.
Oh, losing quite
Oh.
some tanks. Disables on the tanks of Cass though. They will fall.
Second as well, yeah, and there's no position. Like, Cast did a fine job here in just denying mining and getting a little bit of SCVs, and this is the time he needed to actually get ahead in the worker count. If we look at the numbers right now. So, successful little adventure by Cast. Let's take a look at the tank count. It's 5 to 7. It's of course favoring Hop, but it's not too bad for Cast. So this is what you can work with still.
Yeah.
And also,
Now
what
this
Cast has.
is the 4th base.
Yeah, exactly. In position in
And-
mining and morphing into planetary right now.
Didn't Hop build a 4th base at some point? This looks so
Couldn't have.
hilarious on the minimap. Ah,
I
unfortunately.
don't know. It's late for sure, but I don't know. It could have been cancelled by the tanks or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably cancelled during the it was like
You could just
I
forgot
thought
it.
I
don't know.
saw it. Anyways, this little push will attack into the planetary.
Yeah,
Right
but
as
right
it's
before it is a
finished.
planetary. He gets a couple of SCV kills, but not really that much. And both players are now maxed out. Cast with a little bit bigger eco, which will of course lead the army. That's quite bigger. Cast though about to jump on the army of Hopt here. Tanks
With
are
a
not
little
stitched,
bit of
Marines are not pursued.
amazing anti-armor. Holy
It's
shit. No, I wouldn't want to
massively-
swear.
And I think this is just the engagement that Cast needed to put him massively ahead. Double Marine drop about to hit the main base.
But that will get nothing done.
He's in position here as well, and Cast has to know he's so much...
Nearly losing the medivacs to the turrets as well.
Like, he has a
Tells-
4th base already, Top knows it as well, and I think Cast is gearing out for an attack for himself right now.
Yeah, like he's gonna take his stuff and just move across to this
By the
newly.
way, look at that. Cast, he took the eco advantage, he took the army advantage in this fight.
Now
he
he's taking
takes
the upgrade
upgrade
advantage.
advantage as well.
Yeah,
And
I
what
mean
a-
that'll take some time to kick in, but
Yeah, but
Still
he's
very
getting all
good
the
for him.
pieces in the right direction, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's playing this TVT massively right. And he
Oh,
denies
the
the fourth, and he will
CC.
get the 4th base actually, and there's no backup command center.
oh, this will.
This is massive. Now
Well
Cast
put, Hop.
doesn't even have to commit right now. He just takes a 5th base behind this.
Yeah,
Decides to continue leapfrogging.
I mean there's nothing
possible-
stopping him from going in though.
And they're really...
Not
Yeah,
even this
true.
army.
And that's the GG. And I just want to put one thing out, because this was phenomenally played, this TVT, by Cast. We have the Corvette reactor, we have the multiple starports, we are on double starport with Tech Lab as well. He is on his way to hit the Raven, Raven late game transition already, while he's ahead in everything and while he's crushing every fight. Man, this best of 5 looked at the same level for the longest time, but in the last game I think Cast showed a really, really strong TVT performance.
Yeah, like, I mean his macro is. I don't know the words. Because then there wasn't like this one fight where he got ahead. It was like after 3 minutes, you just being behind, he just caught up. Well done. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to tune in next week when we hopefully have a challenger once again. If you don't want to miss that, drop a follow on the channel. And yeah, what
with
else
that-
is there to say?
Nothing else, but to you all, it's a good day, good morning, good night, wherever you are. Next week, we hopefully will have again the CSO Challenger, our 3.5k MMR cap tournament. So if you're in chat and you're below that MMR border, that is something interesting for you to play in, maybe. And with all that said, I think we can just call it a day, GX, can't we?
Yeah, or a night, depending on where we're living. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.